Alright, I am here to show you my new favorite application method, which has been known as the 1, 2, 3 method, and I've also called it the middle side method, because what you do with the wrap is you press it down on the middle first, then you press it down on the side, and then you press it down on the other side, adding heat in between all three of those steps. So I'm just going to do a quick demonstration using this wrap. Super cute. It's called Honolulu. So the first thing that you do is you prep your nail. I've already done the alcohol rub on my nails. I've already pushed the cuticles back. If you want to do any other steps such as using cuticle remover or buffing your nails, that would already be done. Then you find the correct size for your nail using the clear backed nail wrap sheet. I already know that my ring finger goes on this this wrap on the sheet, so that saves me a little time because I already know my sizing. Then you're going to peel it up. Use the orange stick because you do not want to get your oils from your fingers. Any oil, dirt, skin, anything is going to prevent that nail wrap from bonding, so you do not want to touch the adhesive at all. Whoops. So you lift that up, and then I'm going to cut it here. Sorry if I'll go out of sight for a second. There, so I've got the nail wrap stuck to the orange stick, and then I'm going to heat it and I'll line it up. So I turn on my mini heater. I always like to check it, make sure it's nice and hot. Doesn't take too long. As you can see, it's super quiet. So I'm going to heat up the wrap about 5 seconds for a glossy finish. And right before it starts to curl, I'm going to center it on my nail. And just lay it on gently so I can double check to make sure that it is centered. I like to then look from this side just to make sure that it is centered. And this one actually isn't, so I'm going to just gently move it over a little bit. Good. Now, already in those few seconds that it took me to adjust the wrap, it may have cooled down. So I'm actually going to heat it again. Then you apply pressure only down the center of your nail from the base to tip, nowhere else. And I'm applying a lot of pressure. I am pressing really hard, especially there at the tip. I'm actually bending the wrap over the tip of my fingernail to make sure that it gets a super tight bond there. I'm not pressing down on the sides, so they're actually not stuck there on the sides yet. Now I have what's called domed nails, which means that my nails are curved in both directions. They're curved this way, but if you look at my nails from the side, you'll see that they're also curved this way, which makes it really hard for nail wraps to lay flat. This method, however, has been the first time that I've actually gotten a nail wrap to lay flat on my nail, which is why I'm so excited to share it with you. So the second part is to heat up just one side of the nail wrap. Get it nice and hot. And the hotter it gets, the thinner and the more pliable the vinyl becomes, and therefore the better it's going to stick to your nail. So that's actually gotten pretty hot in the time that I've talked to you. So now I'm going to apply lots of pressure from the center outward, really, really focusing on getting a tight, smooth bond, because I know how easy it is for my domed nails to get those puckers, those wrinkles in them. I'm going to inspect it, and yes, it is flat and smooth. There are no wrinkles on that side. Now I'm going to go back and heat the other side of the wrap. It doesn't take much. You know, you don't want to burn yourself. Get it nice and hot, and then again press from the center out to that side. Really focusing on getting it smooth and tight. If you have any wrinkles or puckers in your application, go back and fix them now. Because when I used to have wrinkles or puckers, I would be like, oh, it's no big deal. I'd let it go, and then the next day or 2 days later, the wrap would be lifting or catching on my hair or whatever, right where the wrinkles would be, and I would wonder what was wrong with the nail wraps, and actually the problem was not the wrap, but my application. So I'm just going to double check that I have it at the tip, because again, the bond at the tip is super important. That's where a lot of people will experience lifting if it's not bonded properly. So really want to make sure that's tight. Some people like to use a cuticle pusher to apply the pressure. We also have a purple cuticle pusher which has some rubber on it. And of course I can't find it at the moment. Other people like to use that. I honestly just prefer my fingers because I feel like I can get the most accurate and the best pressure just by using my fingers. So I will inspect it again. And once I'm convinced that I have a good bond at the tip of the nail, I'm going to leave it alone. Leave it alone for a couple minutes at least. Because if I start to file it right now, which with my cute little Jamberry nail file, if I start to file it right now, it's still warm and it's still flexible and pliable. And these grits can actually pull and stretch the nail wrap, causing minuscule wrinkles, minuscule tears and rips, and that is what's going to cause your nail wrap to lift 2 or 3 days after your application, and again make you wonder what's wrong with the product when really the problem wasn't in the product, it was in the application. So leave it alone, don't touch it, you know, go do your other nails and then come back and do the filing. So I'm going to go ahead and do the ring finger on my other hand right now, and then I'll come back and do the filing in just a minute.